Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme. And where we are is we're actually at Barbon Hill, as you can see from the sign. So I want you to remember this road, because this road actually runs parallel where the old road used to run. And of course, King William III in 1690 would have used the old road on his way to the Boyne. And of course, there was also the skirmish, the break of Dromore in 1689. But also there's a war grave in here I'm going to show you. Commonwealth war grave. And where we are is we're actually at the First Presbyterian non-subscribing church. And I'm going to show you the sign here. So this is actually a breakaway from the Presbyterian Church because of the Westminster Confession of Faith, which is a lot to go through, so I'm not going to. I have mentioned it in other videos and talked about it. But I'm going to show you the sign here, because it says First Presbyterian Church, Dromore, non-subscribing, founded in the reign of King James the First. And of course it would have been the Presbyterian Church then. That was before the split. And I've done the other First Presbyterian Church, which is up Meeting Street, so you can check that video out as well. But this is actually the church of a gentleman's grave that I covered earlier, the Reverend James Bankhead. So this church then, of course, would have been built during his ministry in 1800. So there you go. Of course, the non-subscribing are Unitarian, but where the Presbyterian Church, the mainstream Presbyterian Church, is Trinitarian. And this poke here that you're looking at is often a square, so I'm going to try and show you that. It's hard to make out some of it, but we will have a go. Nice church, there's no doubt about it. So this says, and you can make this bit out, the rest of it you can't, an affectionate remembrance of Thomas Mackay Esquire, whoever he was, listener shot. I think that's listener Sharkin. Or listener Shanker, maybe, I'm not sure, to be honest. And he died 17th November, I think it is. That's hard to make out. Maybe you can make that out. 1862, maybe. 76 years of age. So very hard to make out, unfortunately. But obviously he was an Esquire, Justice of the Peace or something like that. Or maybe just a landowner. Hard to know. That's the church hall there of this church. So it's a beautiful wee church, isn't it? So big connection here with the First Presbyterian non-subscribing church in Dromore, and also the Reverend James Bankhead, who was a minister here. And of course this church was then built during his ministry. And I have to put a wee disclaimer in here. Of course, I wouldn't agree with Unitarianism. I'm a Trinitarian. But I do enjoy the history nonetheless. I've covered a few Unitarian churches, non-subscribing churches. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you this gentleman's grave here. This is the war grave that was mentioned. The Commonwealth war grave. You can see the crest there with a crown on top. And this is a Captain W.J. Hill. Now, I'm not sure what the REME is, so if you know what that stands for, let me know. I'm assuming maybe Royal Engineer, I don't know. I haven't a clue. So if you know what that stands for, let me know. But he died on the 27th of December 1944, so Second World War, age 61, in loving memory. But again, if you know what that stands for, then let me know. But this is Captain W.J. Hill, who's buried here. So obviously he must have been a member here of this church, or at least his family was, you would assume. I have to say, I like the deco there. I think it's quite nice. So I'm going to take you up and show you this old road. Now, I've been told that this was the old road that used to go through Dromore before that Barbon Hill road was made that I just showed you. So I can only go on the information that I get. It was my friend Malcolm Macaulay who told me this. So if you're watching, Malcolm, big thumbs up to you. And he told me that it was Drew Nelson, the late Drew Nelson, who was an historian of the Orange Order and who lived in Dromore, or at least he had a law practice in Dromore. And Malcolm said that he was talking about it one night, and he said that this is where the old road was. So I'm going on that information. So if anybody else has information on this old road, then certainly feel free to leave me a comment. And also feel free to share the videos. That way other people can enjoy them as well. Some old steps there. There's an old slab there. 1893. Let's see if I can get up this bank here with my dodgy knees. So who is this? Can we make it out? We can't, but it certainly is off Dromore. Died 1837. But I'm not sure what that says. So if you can make that out, maybe you can better than I can. I might be able to make it out when I see the video myself. So I'm going to show you this old road here. So this is what my friend Malcolm told me, that Drew Nelson says the old road, who was, of course, Drew knew his history, ran across here and up here, where it's now all overgrown. So I'm assuming that that's correct, that information, and that this is the old road, because don't forget, certainly, or at least the way it is today, Barbon Hill wouldn't have been there, that road. Don't know when it was made, but according to Malcolm, this is the old road, and he said that he got that information from the late Drew Nelson. So there you go. I would say he's probably right, because if he got it from Drew Nelson, I would say there's a very good chance that that information is correct. But as you can see, it's well overgrown. But the road that King Billy trumped, and it's now overgrown. So we'll have a look at these old stones here, and then we'll wrap this wee video up. You can see the bank there, because the road, of course, goes up the hill, so it does. And that's holding the bank up. Can we make this out? It's in memory of somebody, Dora. And it's the 1800s, I'm not sure exactly which date. Let's see this one. And we're not going to be able to make this one out either, by the looks of things. 1851, possibly. Sarah. So there you go. So this is the church that was built during the time of the Reverend James Bankhead in 1800. So pretty amazing. Beautiful building, no doubt about it. So thanks for watching, and God bless.